guys, we are back again.
Come on.
We are here. It's the end of summer.
End of summer. Or, well, what was meant to be summer.
Indeed.
I mean, it's just the last 2 days that has been a little bit warm. Today is alright, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. Well, we're going to be doing a little review, reaction, conversation around the roommates, these two guys today.
Yeah. I think we've done some, we reacted to one of the roommates stuff before.
Yeah. The high value stuff.
Okay, high value man.
That I'll never forget that one with that girl. And they said, the lawyer said,
oh yeah, that interesting laugh.
Cool. Yeah. So this one is called True, Honest. What? No,
the honest truth.
Sorry, it's been a long week. You can tell, please.
The honest truth about high value women.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, high value men has been in the topic of like a lot of the conversations this year.
Yeah.
I don't think I was familiar with the term
No.
I don't think I ever used the term before this
Never,
year, whatever.
never.
But yeah,
Never. But let's see how it is on the other side of the pond.
What is a top 10% woman in your opinion?
I mean, a couple things. A career-oriented woman and...
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Career-oriented.
Keep on going.
What?
It's hard definition. It's hard definition.
Keep going. Wait.
Yes. Or entrepreneur. Someone who is dedicated, and I don't know, those are all like very vague descriptions though.
That's cool.
But,
How does this woman act?
like a lady?
What does that mean?
Let's get into that.
Like a lady, like she carries herself a certain way. She's not gonna tolerate, BS from anyone.
I'm a woman, hear me
She
roar.
she has standards and morals and values, and she doesn't want those things. And she's looking for a man to either meet or exceed that. And I mean, honestly, I feel like in this day and age, there's more high value women, but high value women aren't the pick of the litter. Like we're not.
Wait. More? You mean like there's more?
More than there were in the past.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
Cool.
yes.
That makes
There are
sense.
more high value women today than there were in the past.
Yes, because we can work, we can make money. Like there was so many constraints, back in the day, whatever century that was. We could not work. We weren't afforded the same opportunities. Now we're all on an even playing field. We can get out there and make money, be successful, and also, contribute to a household, a family, a partnership. But it's just a little skewed when it comes to settling down because I feel like men don't need that from us.
Okay, I was about to say, okay.
Okay,
What?
this is good. Go ahead, Princeton.
Do you think men are attracted to, do you think a high value man is attracted to a woman's money
No,
or her career?
no.
Okay.
Interesting. So, go.
It can help,
No, this is
but I don't think that's it though.
This is where it's interesting. This is where it gets good. The word high value is like all words in English dictionary. It means whatever you want it to be. Like it lacks all objectivity in today's world. The word is just so postmodern, so super subjective. And so, are you still here?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
He's a good listener.
Yeah, great listener. I didn't even realize. I'm fly on the wall. But to me, the idea is that if you are high value, that means you're valuable to somebody, right? And so in my brain, I've always said the simplest definition of being a... Go ahead and mute me again, bro, because I hear a little echo.
Yeah.
So mute yourself, because I hear a little echo, woman. So to me, a high value man is a man dating. Well, I'm talking about dating, relationship, marriage is somebody that women find valuable to pick. The man, if there's 100 guys in a room, if there's a top 10, they're the highly valuable one because women find them to be valuable. End of the day,
Makes
when it
sense.
comes to dating, business-wise, same as business. The high-value business person are the one who's making the most money. The high-value NBA player are the NBA players who's at the top. LeBron James is a high-value basketball player. No disrespect to him, but Caruso from the Lakers is not a high-value player. You know what I mean? And so high-value is somebody who's highly valuable to the whoever that end consumer is. The problem that I've seen is that what women do when they define high value is they just take the man definition and they put it on women. So they say, okay, we know a man is
Oh, he flipped it around.
It's
Okay.
Cause I'm even trying to deep the way that she tried to define
Yeah.
high value women as well, and it's basically what he was saying as well.
It's just
trying to
copy and
copy,
paste.
yeah, but I feel like they, to an extent, they are different as well.
Yeah.
Even though, like he's saying, I
Yeah.
feel like the term high value refers
yeah.
to how valuable you are in whatever kind of space
Mhm.
you're talking about. But yeah, I found the definition. I thought the definition was a bit interesting.
Yeah, no, definitely. I want to see where they go with it, but I really see, like, when you really said that, it's really got my mind thinking about how men, and not say men can't do what women can do, and women can't do what men do, but we all kind of have our distinctive roles.
Yeah.
You know, even if you relate it like to just biology, you know,
yeah.
the male species, the female species. So I'm interested. Honestly, what it says.
100%.
valuable. I wrote things down who career driven, entrepreneur driven, standards, value. I understand that to me, he's highly valuable. So then women will think now I'm highly valuable because I possess the things that attract me to men.
Wait.
And so to me, a high value woman is
Let's clock
a
life.
woman who men find to be highly valuable. But I would argue in this conversation, it is subjective though. We don't like to talk about subjectivity because there's a lot of objectivity. It is subjective because there are some guys who, let's say for example, if their whole family went to Harvard, they can't marry a girl who went to North Texas. No disrespect. You know what I mean? Like if their family is one of those preppy, like high uppity families, their dad's gonna want to know what Ivy League did you go to. So there
Quickly
is
pause it before he
education.
lands, before he lands what you're saying. But I'm just deep in what you're saying, and it makes a lot of sense. I feel like when women's perception of a high value man again tends to like come from like how successful they are in terms of like career, finances and stuff like that. But for a man, because men are, well, most men kind of perceive themselves as meant to be the provider, as being the big earner anyway. What they are looking for in a woman that will make that woman a high value is not necessarily the stuff that women will look for in a man. So like me, I'm not necessarily looking for a woman that is a big earner or something like that. Someone that's high value to me is somebody that's got good morals, that is hardworking, that is content, naturally pretty or whatever. Those kind of things. That's what I would consider a high value woman. Not necessarily your entrepreneur or you've got a business or you're making this amount. So what you're saying is true, you know?
Yeah, no, it's 100%.
I'm actually just deep in it.
Because you're not really looking for, and when you're for a partner, although everyone has in their mind that, oh, it would be great to have someone that is similar to me. You're not really looking for someone that is like you.
Like you, yeah.
It
it's
makes
more
sense.
the characteristics that you
Exactly.
like in the opposite sex. That
Yes. I like this. I like this conversation.
I like it. I actually like it.
For some people, there are some guys who, in the Asian community or Indian community, if you're a doctor, your parents want you to bring home a doctor. You know, if you're a guy and you're a doctor and you bring home a girl or she works at Kroger bagging groceries, your parents may not accept that. And so the word high value is subjective-ish depending on the guy, but generally speaking, there are things that men find valuable more than others.
And I don't think, for men anyway, I'm not going to speak for y'all, but what I can observe for the most part is y'all aren't looking for women to be any of those things that I just described.
Yeah, because to me it's like, I think the point is, it goes back to like importance. Here's a great example. If I'm selecting a quarterback, throwing the football is an important, valuable skill. If I'm selecting a wide receiver, throwing a football, though it's a valuable skill on a quarterback, is not valuable for a receiver. I'm looking for different things. Exactly. So I like what Princeton was saying. I think for most guys, a career is valuable, but on the list of things, it may not be on his top 10.
So I mean, okay, what is it then?
Well, okay. Let me
Take over.
because
In case he wasn't already. In case he wasn't
let me get
Really,
real.
real.
You know what I'm saying? This is an oversensitive society. You know what I mean? Let me get really real. Here's
Preach.
the deal.
Holy
So-
field.
Like it's
So-
up, by the way.
I believe in the Lord Jesus, right? In the book of Isaiah, it says Jesus was not someone to be looked upon as someone like handsome. I mean, say he.
Look at this, look at this. Couch automatically tries all the codes it knows about from all over the web
Unnecessary
and tries
editing needed for this.
He didn't really look that good. But we know that, yo, he was the best, right? So in my mind, it's like, yo, he wasn't somebody to be looked upon. So his looks wasn't really that good. He wasn't like a handsome guy to be attracted to. But what was it really that was really attractive to? It was his character, the godliness, the faith. So for a woman, I see that. I'm like, woo!
Stop. I'm
I said,
not
wait,
going to let you do that.
wait. I'm not done yet, though.
He's not done. Let him land.
Done
Let him
yet.
land.
That Henny started it, baby.
See? Well, I'm thinking about, like, character with how the woman acts. That's why when you was describing those, like, she's career-driven, she's entrepreneurship, success, I'm like, okay, but how does she act, though? Because with a man, if a man is really, trying to be a man, and when I say trying, I mean, like, it's a fight. You know what I mean? It's not like you could be a man and you have these masculine qualities, but every day you're not going to wake up and just automatically possess all of these qualities. You got to get up and go do it. Right? It's a mindset. It's a mentality. So what I'm saying is, if you have that type of man, then the type of woman that man wants is a woman who is going to bring him peace.
How we do that?
A woman who's gonna have some comfort. You know what I mean? Like submissiveness.
Okay, there we go.
Like
That's-
like.
I was like, what are you getting at? Sorry, I feel it.
And obviously you're not gonna submit to the wrong man. You're not gonna submit to the wrong type of leadership. You know you can trust this man. That's why you are submitting to him. Right?
Mm-hmm.
You're not just gonna submit to some fuck boy.
No.
Right? You're gonna submit to somebody that you see that you can submit to. And so for the woman that top 10%, it's like that's why they top 10%. Because how many women when they hear that word, they cool with it? Very rare. Very rare when they hear that word. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's not a bad word. It's a great word. Who's taking away from the role of that, the importance of that? I got a song called Good Family, right? The song Good Family is about, like, growing up in that type of household. And if you got a son, if you got a daughter, and they see that, that is like, that's like how the household is supposed to be ran. So therefore, when they get older, that's what they're looking for. It reciprocates. That's how you keep that lineage going. Is because they see how roles are properly played out.
So a high value woman is bringing you peace and is submissive.
Yeah, I mean those are like two of the like main. Because if you ask a man who's trying to lead you, they're not gonna want a woman who is bringing drama. In terms of a wife, I'm talking about a wife.
Yeah, no.
They're not gonna want a woman who's bringing drama. Not gonna want a woman who is trying to lead them. Right?
I agree.
Obviously, they're gonna be attracted to him. Obviously, they're gonna have some other qualities, but I'm saying.
And that's why I say I feel like for top 10% women, it's very difficult for them because they got to that point by,
But then
pushing
that's
on people and
Yeah.
giving
Pause
out
quickly.
Yeah.
But then that's subjective to what she is saying then, because she's saying her vision, her idea of the top 10%. That's why it would be difficult for them because they don't necessarily match his top 10%
Okay.
in that kind of way. Because I'm now trying to see
Yeah.
where the discrepancy is.
I was trying to understand what that guy was saying. At first, he had me, and then he lost me a little
Yeah,
bit.
he was in and out.
Like,
He was in and out. He was in and out. I think he just I think he summed up it anyway. In his, he says peace and submission.
Yeah.
But like the qualities that are more personality, characteristic,
Yeah.
rather than like materialistic
Materialistic and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
It's true, and I feel like most men do kind of lean towards those kind of sides.
yeah. When
Somebody
they
that's
want to
more
wife,
supportive.
when they want to wife someone, 100%, because even the even the most wildest guys, they still have some sense.
It's true. I mean, that term wifey material that we were hearing, like from whatever age,
Exactly.
it was all these kind of characteristics, not how much the woman was earning, or any of
it
that
was
kind
never
of stuff.
that.
It was
Never
always to
that.
do with like how caring, supportive, and all of that kind of stuff that you would kind of put on the wifey material, whatever. But
And now I'm even like I'm deep in, my mind is working. It makes sense why in our society, there is this problem we're facing now where women, not saying women can't do what men do, but women want to be like men.
yeah, I don't understand. Like, okay, I'm here for equality and all of that kind of stuff. But in terms of wanting to be like a man and a man want to be like a woman, I feel like, bro, there's characteristics that are that geared towards a woman and characteristics that geared towards a man, kind of thing. So yes, we want equality in terms of, okay, if you're getting paid
Definitely.
£50 for one job, I should also get paid £50 for one job if we're doing the same job. I'm here for all of that kind of stuff. But in terms of like, there's things that I think even biologically men are being built for.
Yeah.
And I feel like there's things that women have also been built for and stuff like that. So I feel like it's all right. It's all right if we are different.
Exactly.
It's all right if we're different. Yes, equality still stands. But it's all right if in some things we can be different.
100%.
We are built different.
Exactly. We look different. We
You know what I mean?
see things, we think differently. All that stuff. And even reminds me of like something I've been thinking about. I don't know if I've subconsciously heard it somewhere, but thinking about like in a household relationship, in relation to the Bible, and what he said. I think probably the best way to in a relationship to describe it is that the man would be the head, the leader, but the woman is the foundation.
Yeah.
And you can't, for example, take the foundation of a tower block building and put the top, and also you can't put the top of the skyscraper or building infrastructure and then put at the bottom. It just
doesn't work.
They're both important,
Equally important.
Yeah.
Equally important.
Like you can't build the foundation with the same components that you would, have other parts of the building.
But again, like you were saying before, it's a sensitive generation, so some people are not gonna like to hear that.
Especially that submissive word.
Yeah, like it's.
Let's talk about that a little bit.
That
please.
word
Let's
it's
talk
not a
about
bad thing, you know.
It's not. We
Is it a
submit
bad
to our
thing?
parents.
Do you know that's the example.
We submit to the police.
We submit to the government.
Yes, institutions,
Like, it doesn't
workplace,
mean-
the boss, the manager.
I feel like people have this impression that when you submit, you're a slave.
Yeah.
No,
You got a
that's not
finger
what
on your
submission
neck.
is. No, that's
People
not
tell you
it.
to shh. You can't
No,
say anything.
exactly. That's not what submission is. Submission is just basically like you do in a school or with your parents or something like that. Listen, more time. Let me even be careful with the definition now, because I know a lot of people want to now just twist it and all of this kind of stuff. But for example, I submit to my parents out of respect for them. Yeah. Based on what they've done for me, I can see how they provided for me, how they've done all this kind of stuff. So I respect them. Yeah, it's more submission is for me, the way I see it is as respect kind of thing. Same way in a relationship, I will still respect my wife. Yeah, I would want her to also respect me as well. Like as the person who is, and again in every household is different. And this is why I don't feel like being a provider is only necessarily just to do with finances. I feel like it goes further than that.
Yeah, it does.
It
does.
goes
People
in
just
terms
look
of
at that.
yeah.
It's
People just look at it as just the finances. It's more than just the finances. It's in terms of being a leader for your house.
Yeah.
Like if something is gonna happen,
Emotionally,
you are
different
yeah
ways,
emotionally. You are meant to be the one that is the most stable,
Yes.
kind of thing. So, as that figure in that
Yeah.
household, I feel like the people in the house should also respect you as that figure
Yes.
in the house. That's how I deep
Yeah.
submission.
Yeah.
Like not as I tell my wife, oh God, sit there, go cook me
No,
food.
no,
What's
no.
that?
No, that doesn't
That's
make
not
sense.
it.
And
That's
like
not-
you said, you wouldn't submit to a bad leader.
That's the thing, exactly.
I mean, you submit to people you trust
Yeah.
because you believe they have good intentions and will not abuse such power.
Mm.
And also, if they are a good leader,
Yeah.
they will give more than they will be asking
That's it.
for you to give.
That's
So,
the thing.
in fact, they can't even make sense because if a man is not looking for these qualities of, career, business, etc.,
yeah,
I guess instinctively he wants to, well, in that context, wants to give already and take care of that. I guess that's just one area anyway. But yeah, Sue, what you said is true. Wow, man. Another conversation with my
another
people.
conversation.
Another one.
Like,
And I think the thing, sorry for cutting you off, I think using the word top 10%, you keep on using that word. So you mean top 10% financially?
no, what's the term we were using?
High value.
High value.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Ooh, high value women. I think it's
High
harder.
value in men's eyes or society's eyes? You say they had to get to the top, so I'm trying to understand.
I think high value women, I'm not going to say all of them, but a lot of them, when they hear that, they equate it to I'm successful, I have my own, I'm not putting up with certain things, I have standards, I have vision for myself and my future. And I think what comes with that a lot of times is a wall.
Yeah.
And so
For sure.
a high value man that's looking for a woman that is bringing you peace and comfort and submission, they probably have those qualities, but they're not going to readily just show you that. It's going to take a little bit of time to peel that back. And so it's always like a battle at first
No,
before
you're right.
you get to that point.
You're right, and I
Sure.
think going back to the language is important because I would say career women or ambitious women. I wouldn't use the word high value because, like I said, it goes back to, is she valuable in the workplace? Yes. A lot of women I know, they're like high 6-figure, 7-figure earners. They're high value in business. But when it comes to men picking the top 10% of women they're going to marry on a lineup, they ain't making the first cut. And so I think it's always a question where women know for a fact, men, they choose what kind of men are attractive. I can say all day long I'm the most handsome guy in the world, but women are the choosers. End of the day, women are choosing. They're sexually selective animals, they're going to choose. And so I think there's also the point where when it comes to what's a highly valuable woman, the reality has to be she's somebody that men find valuable. If men don't find you valuable, in my opinion, not a high value woman. If you're a man and women don't find you valuable, you can't say I'm highly valuable. You can't say this is a highly valuable car, but nobody wants to buy it. Nobody wants it.
Yeah.
It's a highly valuable property.
That's a
Nobody
brilliant
wants to purchase it.
description.
Nobody wants to spend any money on it. And then the market's like, well, you're selling that for $4 million. That should be on sale for $4,000. That's not a highly valuable property. This downtown Dallas, this is highly valuable property. People are paying multi-millions of dollars to build property in units here. And so, to me, I just think the question always has to be, like, if something is valuable, what is important? Who's that important for?
But then I think, again, that goes to your original point where it's, like, subjective because, this is valuable to investors, for real estate, gods or whatever. But there might be something that might look like chump change to you, but it's valuable to me. Maybe my grandmother lived in that home. That's valuable to me. Like, so it goes back to what it is that you need to sustain you and what you see for your vision and what you're looking for.
I love what she said because what I've noticed is that's true. People with this whole conversation, you have to understand men in totality and not just a select few men. There's a lot of guys who would love a career-driven woman who will take care of them. There's a lot of guys who were raised by their mothers, who are used to women leading, who they would love a career-driven woman to take care of them. So you're right. They'll find a career-driven woman highly valuable. But my thing is always like, the kind of man that you want, does he find you valuable? Is there a man that finds you valuable, who's might be feminine, wants a masculine leader, but the kind of man that you want, does he find you valuable?
And I think that's what I'm saying. I think that's the challenging part for people that are in that realm, because it's harder to match those two things together.
Yes.
Is a battle that goes on. And I feel like for high value men, like there's women everywhere. There's women everywhere. And y'all are gonna be okay with one of them. Whether they high value or mediocre value, like.
Wow.
Insightful. I like that conversation.
Very, very insightful,
that
man.
Conversation.
That was dope. That was really dope, man.
A lot of valid points were made and said. When I think about it.
There's a lot that can be said.
There is definitely a lot. There's definitely a lot.
And just that conversation, it answers a lot of questions.
Yeah.
You know, and it makes sense of a lot of things.
It actually does. You know, I like what you just said at the end as well. Does the person that you are attracted to, or the person you want, does that person find you
exactly? Because it's like, imagine you just thinking entrepreneurial or just that career way. Like, you're getting all these qualifications.
Yeah.
You go to uni. You know, you even take out your own money to finance this course and that course. But does the industry value you?
Yeah, with everything.
Yeah.
You can look at it from
everything. And not to say that if people don't value you, that means you don't have your value. Shouldn't be based on what people think. But at the same time, like, there's an external factor. Like, you're not just valuable to yourself, you're doing it for a reason.
Yeah.
You know? And you can't, as he said, perfect example, can't have like, I don't know, a piece of machinery that I say, oh, it's worth 10 grand, but no one wants to buy it. But in my eyes, no, you guys are all wrong. This is worth this much. But no one else sees it in that way. Like, it doesn't appeal to anyone. No one even like...
I don't know if this is not probably the best reference, yeah, but there's a quote, yeah, there's a guy, Negan in Walking Dead. If you watch Walking Dead or watch Walking Dead, you know this guy was a very, very bad man. But anyway, he did say something. He said, yeah, that people are resources, and if they have no use, then you can discard them. It was basically a bad guy, but if you don't have use for them, it's a man. It's very bad. It's very, very bad. But that's understanding that.
I see that.
People are resources, yeah, and if they're not a resource, then they have no value. They have no use. And again, going back to it, if this chair is made of the finest leather and all of this kind of material, and it thinks that is the bomb or whatever, and nobody wants it, what's the point? What is it like? So again, like, when people are reflecting with this term like high value and stuff like that, I don't feel like it's something that you can call yourself.